All right, we're back. Um, Hopefully this doesn't ever have to happen again. Yeah, we're good. Just double check if YouTube is working. Yeah, for some reason there's like a setting for the stream with here, let me look at it again. So what I had to change was the advanced settings. Strange. It doesn't even let me change it now. Well, no worries. It works now, so I'm not going to question it. Yeah, but it had to do with like one of the output files. We're good now. Alrighty. So, let's look at what we have to do. So yeah, this is the animations right now are fine, but I do want to make sure that we're playing the correct animation while we're in the idle state. Also, tapping the left or right input doesn't actually have any like transition animation. Like if we just tap like this, it kind of looks weird. It would be cool if we can, I don't know, have everything be a little bit more, I guess, dynamic. But we'll try to figure that out. On that animation job, are you someone who contacted me for the animation position? If so, yeah, I am still looking for an animator. It's just kind of hard to find someone who, yeah, I'll check it out. I got a lot of DMs. I haven't had a chance to look at them just yet. But yeah, I'm still looking for someone to basically redo these animations. I've had so many, like I hired a bunch of people before in the past, and like I've never found like the perfect person to do it. Like a lot of people are very talented on that server. If you were on the pixel art server, it's just that like I don't think people are comfortable with low resolution pixel art or making very low resolution pixel art look good. And I mean, it's no like disrespect to anyone, but it's just hard to find someone who wants to like take on that task. But yeah, if you are interested in it, yeah, just send me another DM so I know who you are, and I'll respond afterwards. So, but either way, we still have some placeholder animations, and those are. Send that. Well, I'll just look at that in just a second. So yeah, we have all of these animations, and we have some transition animations and animations that play after a certain amount of time, and they're not working properly. So first things first is that in our idle animation, it seems like this one isn't playing for some reason. And on idle, what is this? On idle, on start idle animation. So I think we're gonna get rid of this. Start idle. We have a function running for some reason, and actually it doesn't even do anything, so we don't have to worry about it too much. We're probably going to erase this. Basically what we're doing is at the end of this animation, we're playing the start idle animation loop, but yeah, it doesn't work. So we'll delete that, and honestly we might have to restart this or redo it. I'm not sure. Let's actually get rid of the idle animation outro for now, just to see what happens. So yeah, we'll pass all of this. This is on a loop. We run this, and we should be in our regular idle animation. No, we're not. We're in like this looking up animation. Let me see something. Animation. So, okay, while in an animation, we're playing this. So we're playing idle loop right, and that's the issue. So let me just look at while in animation. While in state, we're playing while in an animation. Let's actually think about this. Yeah, I don't think we need a while in animation because this is going to be iterating through that file like forever. We only need it for like certain scenarios. So let's go back into while in animation. We could do this in while in animation, or we can do this in our animation finished. I think it might be better for animation finished. That way there's like less functions to run, stuff like that. Mind telling me what the res on the player is? Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm opening up the file right now. Yeah, this is the... We actually updated this is like what it looks like, but there's going to be another version. Let me see if I can find that. So it's like 24 pixels. Let me see what this is. So this default idle animation, or this sprite right here, is 11 by 16. I think it goes maybe a little higher here. 11 by 17. But yeah, we did update it to look a little wider. And that's probably like the layout that we're probably going to get, or we're going to stick to. Give me 1 second. It's like deep in my file. So yeah, it's a similar art style, but this is what the player looks like now. So it's that same size, but it's a little wider. I don't know if you want to like take a screenshot of that or something. I could send the files too, but probably won't do that. Something like 16 by 20. So yeah, the actual sprite size, I believe, is 24 by 24. But yeah, we're probably not going to make it anywhere near like that size. So yeah, it fits in 24 by 24. Yeah. All right, sounds good. But yep, let's start working on actually making these animations work. And right now we have the while in animation, but we're going to play this all in the animation finished. So based on the idle, if idle loop animation is true, we'll say animation player node that play idle loop right. If idle loop right is finished, then we'll play idle loop outro. Technically, we should do idle loop left and then loop right, but we still need to make sure that this works. And what we'll do after idle loop outro is done, we also want to make sure that we go back into playing the idle animation. But if we do play the idle animation, or if we ever enter a new state, we need to make sure that this timer gets stopped. So at the exit of our idle state, let's just go here. Copy this. Go into exit state. We'll do it in exit state. Oh, I haven't touched this project in like a few days. I already forgot how everything works. And we already have it here, so perfect. Let's see if this works. All right, I'll see you, Zed. There we go. We're in our normal idle. Let's see if anything happens. I think we set it to, I want to say we set it to 5 seconds. So it should have happened by now, but it hasn't. Let's see. Idle animation timer. Oh, because, wait, idle. Let's see. State is equal to idle. Idle loop start animation is equal to true. So actually this doesn't matter too much, but I do think if this is false, yeah, it shouldn't. There could be an issue here, but we'll ignore it for now. So on the exit state, we set this to false. And then on the enter state, we start our timer. So I wonder why, when we start our timer, our idle animation is finished. It is capital. Maybe that's, I think, animation finished. Did we capitalize it here? We did capitalize it here. So if idle loop animation, idle loop is true. We set it to false, and then we play idle loop right. Let's see. Did we ever print anything out? Yeah, so we're in the idle state here, and nothing is printing. So let's look at this. Animation finished. So I guess because it's, I'm not entirely sure, but maybe it's because we're saying animation looping. We set this to true, that it's not playing animation finished. Let's see. If I were to uncheck this. Okay, so yeah, you can see that it were frozen, and then I'm at animation finished. Idle. So I'm trying to think what would be the best way to go about this. Hey, how's it going, Skull? We are still working on animations, and I'm hoping it doesn't take this long. Doesn't take too long, because I do want to add some other mechanics to the game during this stream. Well, we'll see how far we can get. Rewriting the animation seems like it's pretty simple, but I guess there's something that we're missing here. And I saw that I added a function here. But that won't do. Let me see something. Idle. Animation finished. So we're matching our idle, and then if idle loop animation. So this idle loop animation is false at the moment, so we're not able to, I guess, iterate through it just yet. So what we could do is we could just keep saying else animation player dot play idle. If this is the only way to go about it, we might just do it. Another way would be to add a function to the end of the idle state, but I feel like that's a little, it could get pretty ugly pretty fast. What the hell? Oh, because we took this off. Let's run this one more time. You've been polishing your game. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I love having those moments where you're like, on a roll and like nothing can stop you, like just fixing things left and right. Okay, so we got into the idle loop right, and then the idle loop outro, and then so all we have to do now is, let's see here. After idle loop, yeah. So let's do this. We'll do idle loop left. And we'll just say this plays idle loop left instead. And then here we'll say play idle loop outro. And then at the end of idle loop left, we'll start the timer again. Erase this. And then at the end of idle loop outro, we'll play idle. Seems like this is the only way to go about it. And we still need I guess we do need the while in state function. What we could do here is, instead of matching all of these states, matching all of these animations, we can match the state instead. That way we only have to worry about like certain scenarios happening. And so, yeah, we might still need that while in state function, which I think I just got rid of. Let's see, while in state. No, we still have it. We just removed it. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we got our idle. Then eventually, idle loop right doesn't seem to play. Oh, we are playing idle loop. Idle loop right. And idle loop left. Then outro. And then out. Oh, wait. And this should be back to idle. But it doesn't explain why it doesn't work. Try this one more time. Have I contacted any publisher? So I contacted a publisher a while back, and yeah, they didn't respond. But that's why they did respond, but they declined their offer, I guess. But I think, I only contacted one, and so the likelihood of one publisher saying yes is, it is pretty unlikely. I'm sure if I contacted more, I'd have a better chance. But I also think if I do my Kickstarter, that will increase the likelihood of a publisher coming up to me and saying, "Hey, let's work with each other." But also, if the Kickstarter does well, there's also the possibility of just not needing a publisher. We'll see. Or having a publisher, but having them have a lesser impact on your project, or taking more royalty or whatever. We'll see. We'll see. So idle loop right does play, but then after idle loop right, doesn't seem to do anything. Did we spell this correctly? So at the end of idle loop right, let's look at idle loop right. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, at the end of idle loop right, go into idle loop left. Yeah, there are a lot of interesting analogy, but yeah, it's there's so many publishers out there. Like I actually have a list I could send it. It's like there's like 200 plus publishers that work specifically with like indie devs and stuff. So yeah, I'm sure one out of those 200, or I mean, we could probably find like more, but like 1 out of 1,000 will probably say yes. And especially if you have a successful Kickstarter, they're even more likely to say yes, because they already know that you have the funding. So it's like there's less risk on their part, but that also means less of a percentage that they'll probably take from you. All right, so yeah, we're playing idle loop right. And then let's print this. So yeah, idle loop right is done, and it should work. But literally playing idle loop left doesn't seem to work. Let's see here. We are 1.2 seconds. Let's look at our player. Oh, it should work. It is setting the correct texture. Yeah, it's printing this. Why? We can try. Let's try printing this. Doing this instead, really quick, just to see. Okay, yeah, something's wrong with idle loop left. It just like freezes on us, or it's just not playing the correct animation. Literally have no idea. So let's go back into. Honestly, you know what we might do? Maybe it's just bugged here. Also, no, it looks fine here. Yeah, so for the most part, publishers, I mean, it's basically a risk on their end, and they're basically, investing into your game. So they want something that they know will succeed. So, like, for example, if they see that people already like your game, then they don't have to worry about the game being good. And then what publishers like to do, for the most part, is that they're basically just a marketing agency. It depends on which publisher you're working with, but for the most part, or a lot of the smaller publishers that are in it for like making money, yeah, they just want to invest in your game on the marketing aspect. And you only want to invest in marketing if you know your product is already good. And they do this with like all niches. Basically, before you invest into marketing, you need to make sure that you organically grow well. So yeah, if they see that this game has a nice community, if they see that people have play tested it on itch, if they see that people have invested in the Kickstarter or whatever, then they're more likely to say yes. All right, so we'll ignore idle loop right, or we'll just say idle loop right here, and I think we should be able to play the outro. And eventually, I'll just redo the idle loop left. So let's see. Idle loop right. We play the outro, and then this should be idle loop outro. And I think, honestly, instead of putting it in idle loop right, we could just put it in the outro. Yeah, there we go. It's not too complicated, but it works. I'm just so curious why the idle loop left doesn't work. It should. Oh, you know why? It's because I spelled it like I just spelled it wrong, or maybe I renamed it incorrectly. Okay, so we could keep this. Damn, it's a slow day. We haven't touched our game in a hot minute, so. Actually, I like the idle loop right first, and then playing the idle loop left. So idle loop right, we'll keep that the way it is. Say this is idle loop left, and then in idle loop left, we'll play the outro. I actually wonder, maybe we do have to go from left to right. I'm not sure how the outro plays out. But yeah, so we go from idle to idle loop right, idle loop left to idle loop outro to idle. I should have decreased our timer so we don't have to wait. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. And now I think we have to include the while in state. We didn't do that. Let's go back to our player. While in state, or while in animation. While in animation, we're going to get rid of the idle. We'll leave this here. And I think we're only going to run while in animation for the states that need the animation. So while in state, for our climb. There we go. Okay. So yeah, everything is the same as how we had it in our animation tree. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to fix. Our dashes are fine. I think for our up dash, we might want to fix that actually. So if we dash upwards, if on the x-axis, we should make it the jump animation instead. I think it'll look neater. Like, because right now you can see their hair, it like points in a certain direction. So let's do that really quick. So in our switch animation, we'll play jump. I think it's jump 1. Yeah, jump 1. So grab this. And all we'll say is for our dash here, if dash direction dot x. This actually might. I'm trying to think, because I think we run dash at the. We run this before we actually check our dash direction. Let me just see. Enter state. Yeah, so we're running switch direction before we actually run our dash. We could check for input from the player, or we could run switch animation at the end, all the way at the end here. I think that's what we might do. Yeah, let's grab this. Was that violence? Oh. Wait, we're running this here in state. This should be while in. Oh, a while in state. No, we want. Sorry, we want while in animation. No. We want switch animation. There we go. And then in switch animation, for our dash, if dash direction dot x does not equal 0, we'll do that. Else, we'll say play jump 1. Am I going to buy new art or make it by myself? So it's usually a combination of both. So yeah, I'm probably going to once we get the funding, I'm probably going to commission more art. I also buy some simple stuff. So here I could show you something cool that I bought. It was relatively cheap for this asset pack, but I'm thinking of adding animals to the game. Or NPCs and stuff. I don't know if I showed this on stream, but this is a new thing. So you can see there's a deer right here. And as you get closer, it'll stare at you. And then if you get too close, it just disappears. Does it restart? Yeah, it does respawn. It's a cool little thing. I plan on adding making it more sophisticated and actually having some sort of importance. You can see this is grass, so I plan on adding an outside area. This might be the second map. Well, actually, the demo at the moment is kind of just one map, but it's a combination of all the all the mechanics that I've introduced so far. I'm thinking of splitting some of this stuff, so the teleport orbs in the base game won't be in the first chapter. Yeah, I might have not showed it. There's other objects, you might see there's this mossy stuff. Yeah, I plan on adding this. It's gonna be its own biome or its own little section. Probably a woodland area, something like that. And that actually might be the first level. The outside area, and then this will be the inside area. We'll see. I haven't decided on what's gonna go where. But yeah, that's one thing. There's a bunch of animals that I bought that are similar in style to this one. So I plan on adding a bunch of those. Maybe there might be an owl right here watching over you in a corner. Okay, so we finished the animations. There's another thing that I wanted to add. Wait, did we finish the animations? Let me see. Let's look at our player really quick. We have land, wall slide, jump. I think we added the fall animation already. Yeah, we did. Okay. So yeah, we're done. And there shouldn't be any bugs. Like I know sometimes we enter the idle state while we're moving, and I think that was a bug just with the animation tree. I don't know how to replicate it, but if I see it happening, it shouldn't happen again. All right, Dev Waffle, no worries. Oh, well, make sure you're paying attention. I don't want to be a reason for your bad grades or anything like that. As long as you're doing well in Spanish, you have permission to to watch this stream. But if you get less than an 80 on any exams, then we're gonna have to ban you from the stream during the weekday. Also, okay, so there is one other bug, and that's that we aren't. Well, it shouldn't matter. Like most of the time, this game is going to be played in full screen mode. But yeah, when I'm testing it, I don't know why, but when I start the game, the mouse capture works, but then once I exit, or I guess once I start the main menu or the options menu, the mouse capture just disappears. Hey, how's it going, computer crazies? Yeah, I did take a break recently. I've been working on like administrative stuff, like on the Kickstarter, on the trailer, posters, stuff like that. But yeah, we're back at it. It's kind of like we're so close to the finish line that it's kind of like you kind of lose motivation because it's just small things that you need to update. Yeah. Let's see. So I wonder if I added the asset pack here. If not, we'll go on. I'll go on Itch and I'll show you guys. There's like some crazy cool stuff that you can get on Itch. 1 second. So yeah, I haven't decided on adding color just yet. We'll see how So yeah, honestly, it really all depends on the Kickstarter. If the Kickstarter does really well, I really want to work on this project like full time. Full throttle. Like just everything is perfect, color, sick mechanics and stuff like that. So it just depends on the Kickstarter and how much I'm able to like invest into the game. If, for example, like I'm aiming for 20K, but if it gets like, I won't be upset if it like hits like whatever. Like, I think 4K is like something that I think is. I want to say it's guaranteed. I don't know, but I feel like 4K is a good number to say, hey, we'll at least get that. With 4K, I think a lot can be done to the game, but I won't like increase the scope of the game drastically. But yeah, that's the goal to like make this the next make this. Well, I mean, it is my biggest project, but make it my biggest project, tenfold. On Kickstarter, you get 0 if your goal isn't reached. Really? Is that true? Oh my! Damn, I did not know that. All right, I'll have to think about things then. Maybe I'll lower it just a bit. But damn, that's crazy. I didn't know. Yeah, I was gonna set it to 20,000 just Hmm. Yeah, so 20,000 was my bottom goal, and or like the base game goal. I'm trying to think. No, there's no way. There'd be no way. Imagine, oh, your Kickstarter failed. So sad. Here's nothing, and we're gonna keep this for ourselves. All right, that's something to consider. Maybe I'll probably lower it then. I think. So yeah, I know like 4,000 would definitely be possible, but like, wow, that's crazy. Damn, I'm glad you told me, but Kickstarter is a make or break crowdfunding project. I see. So we might lower it. I think 10,000. I'll probably put it at like 10,000 and still have like the stretch goals. Or like, damn. Yeah, so I'm currently working on a trailer. I'm working on the posters. I just hired someone for like here. I can show you guys. I'll show you some of the work. Give me 1 second. So yeah, we're working on some posters right now. Like this is what the posters are gonna. Not the posters, um like the headers, and then this is what's also going to be like in the background of the objects of like the images. So, yeah, we have that part looking nice. This is like the full. This is still a draft. We're working on it a bit. Yeah, this is what we're gonna use for like all of the text. And then we have a trailer. I think I have it saved on my computer. 1 second. I can show you guys. It's also a work in progress. But yeah, this is. Let me lower the volume a bit. The volume, I think the music is a little too loud because you can't hear any of the background noise. But yeah, we'll fix that. And this part was kind of cool. I think we should fix it just a little bit. But yeah, that part I thought was pretty cool. And yeah, I think some of this needs some polishing. That's the thing, like, especially now that you said that it's like a make or break situation. I might just like now I have to focus on the trailer even more, make it. Not a fan of the piano, but some people like it. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll. Oh man. Yeah, I'm glad you told me, computer crazies, but now that's more to think about. Now I have to like polish stuff even more. That's good. I think with that in mind, how many days? So I was planning on releasing the Kickstarter in December 15th. I'm trying to think, maybe we'll push that a bit. We'll push it to like January for me to polish the game some more, polish it. Like we're going to redo the trailer a bit. Maybe redo it with some of the new mechanics, or not new mechanics, but like the updated level design. We'll see. Will I be streaming when I do the Kickstarter page? Yeah, I'll stream the Kickstarter page if that's what you guys want. I already started working on it. It's really not much. Here, I could show it actually. Let's see here. Am I logged in? Yeah, memory. Give me 1 second. I don't even know what my password is for this. All right. So yeah, here is the page. I've only worked on the rewards, like the tiers. I'm not even done with the tiers, but yeah, like the $10 tier is like, you know, you get the base game. You get digital art book, soundtrack, and like a Discord role, and credits in the and your name in the credits. Same thing with tier 2, tier 3, and I think here I'll show you guys my Trello. I have some of it set up. I don't have everything at the moment. I've been looking at like other Kickstarters to see how they did theirs. But yeah, here is this one. Yeah, I'll let you know, Computer Crazies. It's kind of hard to like the thing with like accepting help with like people with you know, like assets or something like that. It's hard to like one, I'm pretty like this is, you know, this game is like my baby, and then like to ask for help from someone without paying them is like weird for me. And then at the same time, it's like I can't. It like, you know, when I pay someone, it's kind of like, hey, I can tell them like, hey, I don't like this. Can you redo it? Whereas with someone who makes something for me for free, if I don't like it, it's not to say that I won't like it, but it's like if I want like an adjustment, I can't be like, hey, can you redo this? And then constantly ask someone to redo it over and over again. Because that's kind of like what I do with the art and stuff. Like when Sparky was helping me out, you know, every time that like he did something, and he did really good. Like he did a really good job, but even then, I would ask him like, "Hey, can you like, all right, this is good, but let's change that around," or like, "Hey, this is good, but we're not going to use it," you know? Make a special character art for big supporters. They really get excited about having special. So a special version of the game, is that what I should be giving people, or like a special? Because I was looking at here. I can show you guys what other Kickstarters. Let me just show you the pledge tiers really quick. So here are the stretch goals. I haven't done much to it, but yeah, the base game, the speedrun version. I think. Honestly, I'm probably going to add that no matter what, so maybe we'll combine that into the base game. Alternative endings, I want to have Nintendo Switch port. I think would be, like, if this game does really well, I would love to have a Nintendo Switch port. And cinematics, I would really like to have that as well. But yeah. When it comes to the Kickstarter, all of the things that are going to be invested into the game are mainly just, like, aesthetic things. And yeah, like just art for the most part, music, and I guess more NPC dialogue and stuff like that, because I would hire someone for that. When it comes to the level design and like actually coding the mechanics, it's still going to be based, like it's all going to be my work. I don't think I'm going to hire another programmer. But yeah, it really, like, you kind of have to like scale everything together. So like, you know, let's say like if you increase the resolution, like right now, let's say we're like using 16, well, technically we're like on 8x8, like for example, the tiles are 8x8. Right now we're on like an 8x8 tile resolution. If we increase that scale to like, let's say 16x16, you would have to scale everything up with that. Not just the art, but like the mechanics. Like basically if if the detail in the game is twice as good, you have to make sure that the gameplay is twice as good, or the level design is twice as good. And so that's why, like, the Kickstarter or like whatever, or maybe I contact the publisher, whatever investment we get into the game is the amount of time, or like how, I guess, I don't want to say how serious I'm going to take this game, but like how much more time I want to invest into the game. How does Godot port? Pretty well. Construct 3 is easiest to get on Xbox, but not a lot of HTML5 going on in the console community. So I haven't looked into too much of the any console exports. I just know it's possible. With the base engine alone, you're not able to port to like console, but there are a lot of like, I know it's like they're basically third parties that will do it for you. So that includes I've seen it done for the Switch, and I'm fairly confident you could do it for the Xbox. But I haven't even thought of Xbox or like Switch, just because that's like a long wait. Like, I don't want to think about things that might not even happen. So we'll see. Someone asked something. But yeah, I'm actually curious, like, having a special version of the game. I wonder how I would be able to do that. Like, I could give them a special version on itch or something, but I don't know if that's possible on Godot. I'm sorry, on Steam. Unless maybe like they have their own, like I have my own built-in key, like random keys, and if they put in that key, they'll get to unlock a special version. We'll see. I was also thinking, like, if we do get a decent investment, I was thinking of introducing like a female version of the character. So right now he's pretty. I was either thinking of making the gender ambiguous, or just including two genders, or like, two different versions of the player. Always include an extra face. Yeah, I'll see. Like, our resolution is so low that I feel like it wouldn't even matter. Like, I wonder how many people are actually paying attention to the face. Like, how much different could it, like, for example, how much different could a female character look like compared to this one right here? And it's a kid too, And another thing is, like, our player is naked. So, or not naked, but like, they're a ghost. Someone might pay $100 for that on Kickstarter for a small piece of art that they think almost nobody has. I see. Well, all right. I'll have after the stream I'll continue working on the tiers. Or you know what? Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day I'll work on tiers, and I'll stream that. Maybe you guys can help me like brainstorm some cool rewards and stuff like that, and maybe like the stretch goals. All that fun stuff. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys what it looked like on on itch. Okay. How do I go there? My library? Yeah, so I bought this whole Dark series, like pixel art pack. Most of the stuff I'm probably not going to use, but yeah, I feel like it matches the aesthetic of my game. It's like most of it is like either black and white or like black and blue, and we could like change this to white if we wanted to. I really like I actually really like the way they have colors set up here. So yeah, we'll try to maybe mimic this somehow. I like the enemies too. Like I'm thinking of adding like enemies to the game, things that you can't really kill, but like how cool would that be? Like, you know, there's a ghoul chasing after you. You really like the Arc Pixel art pack? Is that what it's called? Arc? Or are you saying this one? But yeah, I really like this. Wait, let me see. So yeah, I do like the color. The color, so we actually might copy this color over into the game. Oh, you just misspelled it. So you were saying the Dark series. But yeah, this one, like, this guy's pretty talented. I don't think I'll probably, like, I won't use any of these character sprites. Maybe I will. Like, this looks so cool. But it doesn't really match the game. But one thing I do really like, let me see if I can find it. Is it this one? There were like these tomes in one of these packs. Is it this one maybe? We'll just open up all of them, see which one it is. It might be this ancient cave tile set. Let's see. Oh, we have to download it. Oh, I think we can't we just like open up the window itself? Yeah, we can. Oh yeah, this is it. Like I like these little things here, or like this. Like it has like a futuristic aspect to it. But I think it could still work in our game. Let me zoom in a bit. You didn't know itch? Yeah. So if you go into itch, you go into browse assets. You can there are a lot of free assets. Or like this was pretty cool. Pixel art planet generator. I think this was made in Godot. I might be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure this was made with Godot. Yeah, a lot of free stuff, and then you can search. The only thing that I find annoying about it is that you can't search. Like you can't there's no index on things. So like if I were to search, or maybe you can. Let's see, modern interiors. Oh, you do find it, but like you can't specifically search for assets. You have to go into the assets like category and then like look through tags, which is slightly annoying. But you can also do like, you know, let's say you want $15 or less packs, you can find that. It's nice. Yeah, Kenny art is pretty good. I think Kenny art is. You'll find some Kenny assets here, and I mean, I'm sure you've heard of Open Game Art. That's like the OG. Funny, Open Game OG. Oh, I'll see you, British Geek Guy. Thanks for stopping by, though. But yeah, let's try adding some of these assets. I do like the grass here, so we might try adding some grass into our game. And I do like the color of this grass as well. We'll figure it out. But yeah, let's try adding. I wonder if the moss makes sense. I think I already downloaded it. Dark Series Camp. What was this called? But yeah, this whole asset pack is $70. I think I bought it on sale though. All right, so yeah, we're gonna open up this with GIMP. Let's bring this to our. Just gonna bring it to our desktop for now. Open with. I thought you were gonna do one of those. Yeah, I'm waiting for like if he. I don't think he's online right now. Let me see. Oh, he is online. If he hops onto the stream, we'll definitely play the game. Does Godot have easy bump map implementation? I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. Oh, like normal maps? I know you can easily implement normal maps. I don't know about bump maps. Yeah, you can set up normal maps pretty easily. I haven't done it for my game. I tried doing it, but it didn't look as good. I don't know if it's just because I'm using pixel art, but yeah, it looked strange for me. So I haven't done it. Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe I'll try bump maps. I honestly haven't explored normal maps too much. I just tried it. I tried it once and I didn't like it, so I deleted it. Yeah, it might look good for like the background because there's like a lot of open area, but yeah, from when I tried it, it looked very strange. So I think what's the size of each of these images? Uh, 23 by 33. 23 plus 14. What's 23 plus 14? 37. So what is it like? Let's just crop this. Put it at 7. Just make sure. No, this is 8. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shadow casting right now, except with 1.2 million tile areas, it bogs down like crazy. Shadow casting is excellent fog of war type of environment. So yeah, I do have some shadows in our game. So I kind of removed I removed its like, you can kind of see that shadows are casted right here. It used to be that all of this used to be black, and you can see there's a little section right here that turns dark. It used to be that this whole game was dark, and then we had lamps to like show where everything was. But I think with a platforming type of game, it's not a wise idea to like block everything out for the player to see. They can still see significant areas in the game. So here I can probably just I can actually just increase it. We're at 46. But yeah, let's say we made not completely black, but let's do something like that. Yeah, so like it does work out, and you can see I still expose like the significant areas of the game. So like it's mainly, I guess, for the background. If you wanted to make everything black and just expose some of the background from time to time, you could do that. But I was also thinking that maybe certain sections of the game would just be darker than others. So like, late game, we might have like, a really dark dungeon. But yeah, I also used to have it on on lamps like this too, so there would be some shadows casting right here. But it actually made my game lag a bunch when I had too many shadows. So I was thinking of either like making a custom shader for that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out. All right, I'll see you, Skull. Thanks for stopping by, man. But let's look back at yeah, we're probably gonna keep it pretty light for now. Did I have it as like 46, or something like that? I'll just keep it like that for now. And just make sure this is 8 pixels. And this is also 8. I'm actually thinking this one looks... What would look better? The circle here or these weird rectangles? Squares. I do like the squares. I do like these as well. This might be used for like significant points in the game. We'll also have to get rid of the white. Maybe this will be cracks. So we can maybe keep it the same color and we'll make it all white. Onto pencil. Actually, let's go into select by color. Yeah, these are the checkpoints. They actually might be a little too big. Let me see. $23? No, yeah. 23. That's literally like 4 tiles. That is pretty big. We'll test it out. Might as well. We could also try shrinking it. Here, let me try. Do divided by 2. We do want to make sure that this is set to none. So yeah, it actually doesn't look bad. We'll have to like recreate these little sections here. Let's see. Before we do that, let's actually just test it out. Who knows? Maybe won't look too bad. Where is Godot? You don't like the color? I do like the color. It's just that everything needs to be consistent at the moment. If I were to make this green and like this blue, I would have to introduce color to everything else, and I don't have any color in the game at the moment. There is one section that actually has color, which is like that large stone. This one right here, but I might change that. Making this off a game that to take a break from the ambitious projects that you have right now. Yeah, I feel that. That's why I do game jams. I'm like the second I release the Kickstarter, or like after the Kickstarter campaign is done, I'm probably gonna take a break from this game, like for like a week, and just do like a random Kickstarter. We're actually hosting a game jam in January, so I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do that. I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. Oh, that's pretty cool. I actually played a game similar to. I went to this like arcade. It was like it's not a barcade. It was like an arcade specifically for like indie devs or indie games, and like there was one that was literally Tetris parts, and you basically raced against like it had two analog sticks, and one player controlled each, and whoever got the highest tower won. And it was similar. I don't think it wasn't velocity impulses, but it was like Tetris parts, and you can like force them down really quick. It was a pretty cool little game. Oh, that's a pretty cool concept. Oh wait, we do want to make it an animated sprite. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because it's centered, we're getting this, it's uneven. There we go. I think, yeah, let's play it, see what it looks like. That looks pretty cool. Some of the pixels are messed up right there. All right. We won't add it just yet. Oh, actually, let's just add it to the game really quick. Put it here. Test decoration objects. Oh my goodness. Can I spell? There we go. And we'll add this to like one of the beginning rooms. We'll add it. Is there any rooms that just don't have anything in them? We'll put it right here. Or you know what? We'll put it in the beginning. No, yeah. We'll put it right here. Do we have like an empty? Okay, yeah, here. Put it under decor. That is a pretty cool concept. Messing with physics with like keeping your tower. It's like almost like Jenga, but you have like magic powers. Send a link or a like gameplay video if you have any. What do we want to do? So we used to have a tombstone object here. Test decoration objects. We'll put this. Yeah, so these, they are pretty large. Like I don't even know where we could put this to be like, hey, this is a checkpoint. It does look pretty cool though. Let's try the what is this, 12 by 12? Or I guess it's not too important what it is, we'll just add it. The difference between these two I think is 4 pixels now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3. Oops. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can lower this as well. We can actually just crop to selection, image. There we go. You can cast a bad insomnia. Yeah, I also I don't know if I have an insomnia. It's like it might be because I just stare at my screen all the time. You know, there's like blue light and stuff like that, and I'll probably look at my phone before bed, and so it's like very difficult to sleep. What's weird though is like if I'm playing something in the background, I have a much easier time falling asleep. So I don't know why. But let's put this in. Yeah, we'll keep this in the dark series. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And I think there is. I'm not sure if there is medical. I know it's been legalized in New York City or in New York, but I don't think like the workaround for marijuana at the moment is like you can buy like a sticker and they'll give you free weed, or like they'll give you free like a free joint or something like that. But yeah, marijuana tends to make me stay up. Unless it's like, I guess it depends. Like, I guess sativas tend to make me like stay up. Like, I will not fall asleep no matter what. But listening to like lo-fi or something and trying to go to sleep, it usually knocks me out pretty quick. We'll do large tombstone. I guess we'll do small tombstone. We'll set this to 12 by 12. It's technically larger than 12 by 12. Yeah, I guess it's just hard to tell. Like I remember watching like this documentary on like sativa and indica is literally just based on like it's kind of subjective at this point, where like it's just based on how people feel, and people have like different reactions to sativa and indica. Where like, yeah, there's no way to know what's what unless you try it. From what I've read or from what I watched, I remember watching like a documentary on it. It wasn't a documentary. It was like what was it? It was on Netflix. It's like Explained. There's like this series called Explained. And yeah, like most weed like acts like a sativa for me. At least for like how my brain works. So it's like hey, let's stay up all night kind of substance for me. Yeah, let's try adding. Oh, we didn't actually add it. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll just add a new animation to this one and see what we like more. Oh, and hey, how's it going, Zombie? 12 by 12, 10, 10, and 1. Oh, so it removes the little squares there. Let's try updating that really quick. I think, So how it works is it goes from nothing to these lights. All right, let's just check if this even fits. Let's make a new layer. Maybe we'll just have like one square. And that'll be the animation. Yeah, I haven't smoked in a while. Like I have some, like the only thing that I have are like edibles, but I rarely take that as well. I kind of want to start it again because I feel like it makes me way more creative. But at the same time, it also for me personally, it also makes me less productive. So we'll need to find that like perfect balance. All right, we'll just leave it like that for now. And then let's see what it looks like in game. Yeah, it looks a lot better. It's manageable. And 12 by 12, because that's like the size of 2 pixels. Let's bring, yeah, should look like this. Oh, let's bring it up 1 pixel. Wait, why is it? Try bringing it up 1. Yeah, weird that it extends past that first pixel, but whatever. So yeah, it looks pretty good. And we'll just add like a light node right there. Honestly, we'll just add it to our room switchers. And actually, what we might do instead is make this another type of dynamic light, where we can connect these 2 objects, and then whenever you collide with one of these blue objects, we'll just light one of these up. So yeah, pretty cool. And we should add a sound to it as well. Probably won't do that during the stream. I might actually end the stream here because I have to use the bathroom. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Oh, one other thing that we'll do. For these objects, I'm going to add a material here. Just add a unshaded canvas material. Yeah, it looks a little better. So yeah, next stream we'll add the animations to it, and we'll add. I'm gonna try to find a sound off stream, I do have a collection of sounds, so maybe I'll browse through that, see what we can find. But it looks pretty cool, and so we'll use that to replace. So what I plan on doing for the Kickstarter is for everyone that donates, like, I don't know, like $50. There's probably, like, since we have so many tombstones in the game, each one of those tombstones are gonna have their own plaque, and that plaque is going to be a person's name. That would be a cool idea, cool little idea. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. I really have to use the bathroom. If we had more viewers on Twitch, I'd probably raid someone, but it's just one person. Whoever you are. Maybe Dev Waffle. Or did Dev Waffle say that it needed to go? No. Yep. So I will see you guys. Peace.